Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 952. So we start things off where we just find out that it's going to be Kanjuro who takes the body of Yasu to Kuri to be buried. There's this whole big thing about how they can't have a big funeral. They've got to keep things under wraps, keep it small, keep it nice and tidy. So yeah, we basically find that out within the beginning bits of the chapter. So moving on after that, because we know this already, the security is getting tighter now. They're basically after all the Straw Hats, all the Hearts Pirates, and other people as well, obviously, that we know security is getting tighter in and out of all the different areas within Wano. And that's basically told to us. We see Robin, Nami, and Brooke, and I guess Otama. Is it Otama or Otaku? Otaku, that's with them. They need to get out of I think they're in the flower, wherever they are. They need to get from there to Curry's, and so that's an area change, obviously. And security's tighter now, so we basically see them do that. And now the way they do it is stupid funny, because like even with the faces all mashed up, even though I guess the guy was scared because he thought he saw a ghost, he sure still have realized, or someone else, because it's not just going to be him one day on patrol, on security, and all that stuff. They still should have been the realization of that's true the people that they're after, but whatever, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They go on their boat and they make their way to Curry. After that, we get the action within the episode, and now for me, action is always good. Don't get me wrong, action is always good, but when I'm watching any fight, any series, regardless of the status, whatever, I always tend to look at the fight choreography because that's the most impressive bit of fights. How I really like how like abilities, also abilities, because you have to remember at the end of the day, someone has to think of these fights. Every little move that the character makes, someone has to think of these things. So when someone has an interesting ability and they use it in an interesting way within the fight. I love that, and also the areas around it, because you got to think. Someone's got to think like, yo, like there's a post here. I can use this to do certain things and so forth. But within this fight, within this episode, sorry, the fight choreography, is just basic, basic. But during this fight, we find out that one, them two are not fighting to kill. Two, we find out just why the bridge protector, I forget his name. I haven't been given a name yet. Anyway, we find out why the bridge protector is so adamant about keeping Sasori for one. So they're fighting now, and in hops in Mr. Kapapa. I forget his Kamawatsu, I think his name is. But anyway, hops in, he stops the fight, and we basically find out that there's some sort of history, or at least it's hinted that there's some sort of history between Mr. Kapapa and Moa's sister. We leave things off there for them. Now to talk about the last bits of the episode, the Big Mom stuff. Because we knew previously that Big Mom has been brought to Kaido. She has arrived. She has arrived. And now there's a lot, well, not lots, there's a few similarities between Kaido. There's a few similarities between Big Mom and Kaido's interactions together and when Shanks came to see Whitebeard. The first thing, and not really a big major thing, but the visitor, so Big Mom in this case, comes into an area where the main character would still be like, yo, where us as audience members thinking, yo, how can you go into a place like this so calm and collective? So we have Big Mom there, calm and collective. When it was Shanks' turn, it was Shanks going on to Whitebeard shit, calm and collective. In this case of this episode, we have Big Mom, she's like, eating the food, yeah. She's like, yo, I beg you, uncuff me. I beg you, like, what we really doing here? Uncuff me. She's calm and collective. There's another similarity between the two scenes, Whitebeard and the Big Mom one, where we have Big Mom, again the visitor, Shanks was the visitor as well, asking the First Division commander onto opposing Yonko's crew to join their crew. In the case of Big Mom, I reckon there's a bit more because we didn't learn the reason why. Well, again, we didn't learn the reason why Shanks wanted Marco to join the crew, but I guess in the case of Big Mom, we get a little bit more context into that. We find out that King is one of 3 species that Big Mom doesn't have in her land, and that's probably the reason why she wanted King to join the crew. King still says no. I mean, well, not still says. King, just like Marco, says no. Another similarity there. So Big Mom is cuffed, like I mentioned. She was after King says no. She's like, alright, cool, uncuff me. She's not getting mad. She's not in any way worried. At least she's not showing these things anyway. It's like, yo, cuff me. They're like, no, we're not doing that. You crazy, blah 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 blah. In hops in Kaido. Kaido orders them to unlock Big Mom. Now, Big Mom unlocked. They're like, yo, Kaido. Long time earlier, just before I get into this bit. So, it's been mentioned already, I think. Being a manga and anime, like, not contributor, enthusiast. Gets you confused with the facts are dropped sometimes, but it is mentioned by a member of Kaido's crew that Big Mom and Kaido used to be part of a crew. Okay, whatever. I think we knew that already. But okay, so Big Mom has been unlocked now. She's like, yo, Kaido, long time no see. You good? Kaido's like, I told you, if you come here, I'm gonna kill you. They both stance off Napoleon. Club goes back. A clash of conquerors haki. Just like the last similarity of the Shanks and Whitebeard meeting and the Kaido and Big Mom meeting, a clash of conquerors. They pierces the heavens. Was this bit of the chapter of the episode good? You must be looking at me thinking, are you nuts? Are you crazy? Kaido and Big Mom just split the heavens, just like Shanks and Whitebeard split the heavens. But sorry, and that's before if you haven't clicked off already. I will explain why I am giving this moment of the episode a thumbs down. Them starts not. That was good, whatever. That was good. The clash. Red Black Lightning. All of that was good. The piercing of the heavens. That is where I have the problem. The first thing I thought when I saw this clip, I was like, what? It was so close up, you can barely see the rift, like the splitting. I'm like, what? I'm like, surely the manga didn't do it like this. And I actually went, because I usually I say I'll check after I've recorded and then go back and check. I have never done. I've never done it. I've never gone back and checked. This time I checked before I did the recording. I went back and looked at the manga panels, and I'm actually going to show you the panel that we didn't even get in the didn't even get in this episode. There's a panel we didn't even get in this episode. We get the close up of the splitting of the heavens. We get a shot of Onigashishima, I think that's what it's called, before the shot of the piercing of the heavens. But there's supposed to be a panel where you see Oshiganishima and the piercing of the heavens in the same shot. We don't get that. That's what's missing. That's what makes this bit a flop. That's what makes it this bit of thumbs down. But even before I went back and looked at the manga, I thought to myself, regardless of that, the Whitebeard Shanks clash was done so much better within the anime. And if you're trying to parallel these two things, then surely you got to be at least hitting standards. So sorry for you anime only watchers, you was done dirty. you was actually done dirty. It was done better in the manga. I have shown you the panels so you can see for yourself. We do not get that within this episode. We get a close up of the clouds that just look terrible. That just looked terrible. That just flopped that bit of the episode, and I am sorry for it. So, anime watchers especially, I am looking forward to your opinions on this episode. Please let me know. And with that said, that's everything I got to say about this episode. I will give it. Did I mention the bit about Shutamaru and the ships? I don't think I did, but yeah, there's a bit episode of Shutamaru. He takes Kinemon and etc. to some place where he's been holding some ships. He collected them over the years. They're a bit broken up, so they just need some patchwork. So obviously they'll get Frankie to do that. So potentially, not 100% yet. Man, spoiler. The ships will be sorted for the ambush. But yeah, the plot is moving on. We're moving a bit quick. We moved a bit quick within the plot within this episode. I'm just really disappointed with the ending. So I'm gonna give it a 3. If I give like halfways and stuff, would have been like a 3.5, whatever. So just know in your head that it's a high 3, not really hitting a 4 for me. So like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.